Hey, Ivan here, and in the next few minutes, I'll show you how every time someone switches on their lights, you get money deposited into your bank account. Yes, you get paid instead of the big electric corporations that have been robbing the public and sucking cash out of your pocket by forcing unfair rates on average everyday people like yourself. This completely automated income stream is pre-built for you, which is why it works without you having any past experience, technical knowledge, or headaches that typically come with starting your own business. And by the end, you'll see how you can tap into this without doing any of the heavy lifting yourself, just like Chad, who was trapped in a 60-hour work week, super busy, missing precious moments with his family, and now he generates over $50,000 monthly on autopilot and finally free to be the dad he always wanted to be. Meet Vanessa. As a single mom of 3, she was desperate for extra income but couldn't sacrifice more time away from her kids. And literally one major decision changed everything. Overnight success. Now she can provide for her family while actually being there for them. Here's Scott. As retirement loomed, his plumbing business barely left room for him to breathe. Today, he's earning $25,000 monthly in passive income while planning his dream retirement. Or Brooklyn. She loved her solar panels but never imagined they could make her money. And Tiara, after getting burnt by empty promises, she was skeptical. She literally was saying, I don't think I'll be able to make this work. And just last month, she made a cool 5 figures. She finally found something that actually delivers. These aren't isolated success stories. They're the result of a breakthrough I've discovered in the energy space. Hey, my name is Ivan Pashop, and for the past 5 years, I've been obsessed with one mission: bring power back to the people. This is why my YouTube channel have gotten over 500,000 views. I've worked with celebrities like the real Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort, and with some of the biggest solar companies in the United States, including household brands like Tesla and SunPower. After spending over $2 million of my own hard-earned money, I've discovered a system that not only saves the average person money on their monthly bills and increases their home value, but also helps create passive income checks for doing so, because it runs completely on autopilot. No complicated skills needed, no wasting time and money trying to figure it out as you go, no more wondering how to make extra passive income or diversify. Just a real profitable, fully managed home energy business running 24/7 while you live life on your terms. Imagine for a moment what that might be like. What would you do with the extra time and money? And now you might be wondering, how is this even possible? Well, what's really happening here is we're witnessing the biggest wealth transfer in the history of the renewable energy industry. From billion-dollar companies to people like you and I that can source their own energy using solar power. Even Elon Musk tweeted, solar will create the majority of power in the future. And today, over 92 million single-family homes exist in America, and only 5% have renewable energy. That took 40 years to achieve. But here's the kicker. The US government has mandated a 15% adoption rate by year 2030. What that means is another 9 million homes need to convert to having renewable energy in the next 5 years. Just let that sink in. We need to convert more homes in the next 5 years than we did in the past 40 years combined. That's not just growth. That's a government mandated gold rush. This isn't just an opportunity. It's a historic moment where average everyday people can position themselves to build generational wealth. The question is, will you be one of them? Now, you're probably thinking, okay, I'd like to get a piece of this $15.6 billion renewable energy pie, but I have no idea how to do this. And besides, think of all the technical work and stress involved in having to manage everything yourself. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While everyone else is fighting over scraps, we've built something different. You see, 5 years in the industry and having over 500,000 people watch my YouTube videos, building all the industry content contacts, testing everything, we have figured out exactly what works to tap into this solar energy gold rush. In fact, here's screenshots of what we brought in just in the last few months. I've got the whole team and figured out the process of getting paying solar customers from A to Z, from lead generation to appointment setting, all the way to closing deals and customer support. We built the entire infrastructure over the past few years. I even started teaching people how to do this themselves from my YouTube channel, but it turned out people just didn't have the time or energy to do this by themselves, and they just asked me, hey, Ivan, can I just tap into your existing infrastructure that you've taken years to build and we can just grow much faster together? I heard it enough times to consider it seriously. After all, they had a point. I mean, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. 10 million homes still need solar power. More homeowners will switch to solar in the next few years than in the past 40 years combined. Right now is the single best opportunity in history to profit from this massive wealth shift. And here's the thing, no single company can capture this explosive growth alone. Alone, I might be able to help maybe 1,000 homes a year, but with partnering up, we can do some serious damage. Think of it like the early days of McDonald's. They could have kept a few profitable restaurants, but by partnering with other entrepreneurs, sharing the profits, they built an empire. But here's what makes this even more powerful than McDonald's. Well, McDonald's franchisees have to operate their restaurants day in and day out. You don't have to do any of the grunt work yourself. No employees to manage, no operations to oversee, no daily headaches. We handle everything while you collect your share of profits. I mean, wouldn't you love to have an income stream that doesn't depend completely on how much time you spend working and helping thousands of people along the way, and getting on a game-changing opportunity and ride the solar wave while it's still on the ground floor before the demand gets even bigger? And that's exactly what we did. We created the Solar Boss automation system where you invest your capital into my pre-existing infrastructure. Let me show you exactly how our system works. We've built 3 main pillars that run the entire business, and we split the profits at the end of the month. Pillar 1, the demand generation. Our team handles all solar marketing and appointment setting. We spend millions perfecting the system to bring qualified customers to us. Pillar number 2, the deal factory. Our expert closers handle all sales calls and paperwork. You never have to speak to a single prospect yourself. Pillar number 3, the operations engine. We manage everything post-sale from installation coordination to customer support. This business runs 24/7 without you lifting a finger. While others struggle to juggle all these pieces, you simply plug into a proven system and watch the profits grow. By now, you're probably seeing how this opportunity is different from anything else out there. It's a whole different thing observing someone and trying to figure out how they're doing what they're doing. That's a whole different thing than actually just partnering up with them and piggybacking off of their success. If you're excited to get this going, click below to apply, and one of my team members will walk you through the entire process in detail and answer any questions that you have. Right now, as you're watching this, you're at a crossroads. A choice that's not only going to affect your bank account, but your time freedom for years to come. And when you think about it, you have just 3 options. Option number 1, do nothing. Let this video and leave this site behind and keep feeling like you're going to watch life pass by simply trading your time for money. Option number 2, take what you've learned about this massive wealth shift and try to figure it out yourself. And honestly, you can try this, but I can tell you from experience that's really not a good idea. Heck, I've worked in the power business my whole adult life, and it still took me months of work and research to figure out how to create a system that would print profits month in and month out. I mean, would you rather reinvent the wheel every time you leave the house? Or would you just simply rather you climb into your car and get to where you're trying to go? Or option number 3, let me take all the risk for you, because we do all the heavy lifting for you. We can put our money where our mouth is. If we don't generate an ROI for you in a shockingly little time with the Solar Boss automation system, we'll continue working for you for free until you do. Listen, when it comes right down to it, This isn't about making a quick couple of bucks for us. We want to create a network of successful solar bosses who are not only achieving financial freedom, but are helping America break free from corporate energy monopolies. Every home we convert together is another family saving money and another step toward energy independence. If you're still watching, you already know which choice makes the most sense. So click the button below to apply for the Solar Boss program now. Fair warning, we only accept a handful of partners each month because we personally oversee every account to ensure maximum success. So click below to apply. And look, I'll be straight with you. This isn't for everyone. We get hundreds of applications every month, but we're extremely selective about who we partner with. Why? Because this is a done-for-you system. We need to ensure our partners are serious about success and align with our values. Here's what happens when you click the apply button below. You'll fill out a brief application, takes about 2 minutes or so. If you're qualified, one of our team members will reach out within 24 hours. We'll have a straightforward conversation about your goals, and if we're a good fit, no high-pressure sales tactics, no complicated processes, just a simple conversation to see if this makes sense for both of us. But remember, we only accept a limited number of partners each month to maintain our quality of service. Once those spots are filled, they're filled. Period. The solar gold rush is happening right now. The government mandate isn't waiting. The $15 billion wealth transfer is already in motion. The only question is, will you be watching from the sidelines, or will you be one of the few smart enough to position yourself for what's coming? So click the button below to apply now. Your future self will thank you.